think it's a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With stiff arms, spin move in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With stiff arms, spin move in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the drought, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need a win, who need a win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With stiff arms, spin move in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With stiff arms, spin move in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that, time I was down and out, had to bring grinding back, doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at, you know what it be, playing this here for the keeps, had to make out with a feast, a family to feed, third cold where the trophy should be, EA got me in the game now, breathe on with the game now, they're here with a lane now, my home second with a rain now, legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, this the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just the hill.
With stiff arms, spin move in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With stiff arms, spin move in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Ay, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go?
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Chargers. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. Penalty markers down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position. position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And it's complete. Henry. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
At the 28-yard line.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10.
He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Throw complete to Herndon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. And he's got his man on the out route. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Short of the goal line.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Buying time to his left. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to get a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On the ground, it's Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5. First and 15. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they got themselves a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll run forward with Eckler. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Number 13. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Jets' 10-yard line.
Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Jets 3, Chargers nothing.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Flushed out right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Jets 3.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. A huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The drive will start with an option going left. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
For the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 35. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
1st down, Jets.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
14, Jets 11.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Well, the defender likes it. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And Murray's going to keep it on the option. Here's Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Again, Murray will keep it. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. That will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big pickup of 38.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Down, New York.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Dak's going to keep it. After the penalty, it's Jones. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Down just shy of the goal line.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Prescott to throw this time. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. The LA defense
Up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie our score at 14. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B. One starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. It's a keeper with Prescott. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try to run this one in, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Jets 21, Chargers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And 6.
From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's Michael Palardy now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 34. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott to throw it. He sets up the screen to Jones. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
14. First down, New York.
First down throw for Prescott. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
In the end zone. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half. Prescott looking for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Prescott. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. False start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. He's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
To number 17.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
So let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. Dancing to his left. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Murray going to fire one out wide. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. The kidder here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
13. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Prescott on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Patrick on 1.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
First down, Murray. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They're going option play on third down. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Jets are going to get the football back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Jonathan Allen able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
The 43-yard line.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From
the shotgun to give to Jones. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's caught, Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Big hookup there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. On the delay, Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield, and they work this well outfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. They'll run here with Eckler. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
To the 49-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On play action, it's Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Jets have recovered.
Under that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they will take a knee here.
Today's final score.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did.